In 2022, before a single ball was kicked at the World Cup, a video game said Argentina would win. Not a pundit, not an analyst, not Pele's ghost. A video game. People laughed, calling it a marketing stunt, posted memes. Then Argentina lifted the trophy. Okay, confidence, fine. 2018, same company, same thing. France will win the World Cup. Experts said no. Fans said no. The entire country of Croatia said absolutely not. But who won? France won. 2014, Germany called it months in advance. Germany won 3 World Cups, 3 correct predictions from a video game. And now, right now, with another World Cup actually happening, EA Sports has made their predictions again. So the question isn't, is this real? The question is, why is a PlayStation game better at this than every football expert on earth? And more importantly, what do they know that we don't? Let's establish something first. Football predictions are mostly nonsense. Every 4 years, 3 types of people appear. Type 1, your uncle. Suddenly a tactical genius. Bro, Belgium this year, trust me, okay, De Bruyne is different now. Brother, you predicted Belgium in 2018 and in 2014, and you will predict Belgium in 2030 from beyond the grave. Type 2, TV pundits. Men in expensive suits sit around a table very seriously saying words like, I think this tournament, the dark horse will be Portugal. Mate, Portugal has been a dark horse for 20 years now. That horse is ancient, bro. That horse has a pension now. Type 3, the odds merchants, bookmakers. The people who somehow always win despite nobody knowing what they are doing. And then there is type 4, EA Sports, sitting quietly in a server farm somewhere running simulations and getting it right somehow. Here's why that's so disturbing. Football is supposed to be impossible to predict. Am I right? That's the whole point of it. But one red card, one goalkeeper deciding today is the day he becomes a superhero, one penalty that hits the post and changes the entire trajectory of football history. Chaos. Beautiful, heartbreaking, completely unpredictable chaos. So how? How is a video game cracking the code? Most people think EA Sports sit in a room, go, who should win this time, and press a button. That's not what is happening there. What's actually happening is generally kind of insane. EA runs what are called Monte Carlo simulations, which sounds like a Bond villain's yacht, but is actually a statistical method where you simulate an event 1,000 times, sometimes 10,000 of times. Every team, every player, every possible match, and every score line, every injury scenario. Run it again, run it again, run it again. While you and I are arguing on Twitter about whether Mbappe is better than Vinicius, EA's computers have already played the World Cup 50,000 times. France vs Argentina simulated 10,000 times. England penalty shootout simulated 10,000 times. England lost 9,800 of them, which honestly tracks. And here's what happens when you run something that many times. Patterns emerge. Not certainties, patterns. That's the crucial part. And it's the part that most people completely miss. EA doesn't predict football. Okay, EA predicts probability. These sound the same, but they are not the same. When most people say, I predict France wins, they mean France will win. When EA says France wins, they mean in our simulations, France won more often than anyone else. There's a massive difference there. Think about flipping a coin. You cannot predict any single coin flip. Genuinely impossible, right? But if I tell you, you are flipping this coin 1,000,000 times, I can predict with absolute confidence that it will land on a heads to roughly 500,000 times. Football is a coin flip, just with more crying and VAR and crying about VAR. Any individual match completely unpredictable, right? But when you simulate thousands of complete tournaments, teams that are actually better, not just on paper, not just the ones with the most Instagram followers, but genuinely, structurally, tactically better, they keep winning. Not every time, but most of the times. And most times is all EA needs. Because here's the thing that nobody wants to admit. World Cups are not won by vibes. I know, this is painful, but bear with me, okay? Football fans, and I say this with love because I am one. Football fans are addicted to the narrative. We love the underdog, we love the superstar, we love the idea that passion and heart and believing can overcome anything, and sometimes it does. That's why we love football. But EA simulations don't care about passion. They care about squad depth, defensive structure, midfield press coverage, set piece efficiencies, how good your 6th best player is when your first 5 are tired in the 89th minute of a quarterfinal. The boring stuff. the stuff that doesn't make highlight reels, the stuff that wins the World Cup. Think about Belgium, the golden generation. Hazard, De Bruyne, Lukaku, Courtois. On paper, they are absolute monsters. Could beat anyone on a good day, and yet 4 World Cups, best result is 3rd place. Once. Why? Because tournaments don't care about your best 11. They care about your best 40. Squad depth, game management, the ability to win ugly. EA's computers understood Belgium's problem before Belgium did. While Belgian fans are planning the victory parade, the simulation had already eliminated them in the quarterfinals. So, what data does EA actually use? This is where it gets genuinely interesting. EAFC, the game, has player ratings for literally every professional footballer on the planet. Over 18,000 players, each with 30 plus individual attributes: pace, shooting, passing, dribbling, defending, physicality, composure under pressure, weak foot, skill moves, positioning. This isn't some guy's opinion. EA has a global network of scouts, actual human data analysts, watching real matches, updating ratings in real time. When those player ratings go into the simulation, you are not simulating football, you are simulating football as it actually is. Now combine that with tactical setups, tournament bracket randomization, historical head-to-head data, home advantage weighting, the psychological impact of penalties and extra time. Run it 50,000 times, and you start to get a picture that's less prediction and more evidence. It's not a crystal ball, it's a mirror held up to the actual quality of teams. Without the noise of fan passion, media hype, or the fact that your uncle really wants Belgium to win. No, full transparency, because this wouldn't be honest without it. EA also gets things spectacularly, hilariously wrong. In 2010, their simulation said Spain. Well, Spain won, okay, yes, but their simulated top scorer was completely wrong. They predicted team performances that didn't happen, individual stats that were miles off, bracket results that got blown apart in the first round. If EA Sports was genuinely magical, we would all have quit our jobs and become professional gamblers by now. The simulation isn't perfect. It can't account for goalkeeper who decides to have the game of his life. It can't simulate a manager's emotional team talk at halftime. It can't predict a freaky injury in the 12th minute that changes everything. Football will always find a way to be chaotic, which is exactly why the 3 correct World Cup predictions are so remarkable, because they shouldn't have survived the chaos, but they did. Here's the real reason this feels supernatural. Humans are terrible at remembering things when things go wrong. If I make 10 predictions and one is correct, guess which one becomes a viral video with 2 million TikTok views? The one that was right. The other 9, gone. Quietly deleted from the timeline, never spoken of it again. This is called confirmation bias, and it is everywhere in football. Every pundit who predicted the correct winner gets a clip going around forever. The 50 times they were catastrophically wrong, nobody made that comparison video. EA benefits from this too. But here's the difference. 3 World Cups in a row is not a confirmation bias. 3 World Cups in a row with the same method publicly stated in advance is a pattern. And patterns, as EA's computers would tell you, are the closest thing to truth that football has to offer. So, does EA Sports have a time machine? No. Probably, I can't confirm or deny the time machine, but what they do have is something almost more powerful. They have a system that strips away everything emotional about football and asks one cold, simple question. Which team is actually best equipped to survive 7 consecutive high-pressure matches against elite oppositions? They do not ask which team has the best one player, which team has the most passionate support, which team your uncle has been picking for 20 years. The question is which team is built for this. And when a video game asks that question 50,000 times and comes back again with the same answer over and over again, maybe, just maybe, we should pay attention. Because right now, with this World Cup happening, EA has already made their predictions. The simulation has already run. The algorithm already knows. The only thing left is for football to decide whether it agrees. And here's the thing about football. Football doesn't care what the algorithm says. That's why we watch it. That's the reason we love our game, football. Drop your World Cup winner in the comments right now. Who do you think lifts the trophy, the algorithm or the chaos? Subscribe to Goalverse, because if EA gets this one right again, we are going to need have a serious conversation about whether football is scripted. See you on the next one.